Hello YouTube, Cosm1 here. Now, the reason I have just put my camera on, there, is my microphone in there? I think it is because we were literally just behind two little 50cc two-stroke sort of off-road dealios. What are you doing? Now, the topic for this video, sorry, I was trying to maneuver around somebody who was indicating far too early and seemingly wanted to get into the lane. Is our 50cc's. Now the two-strokes are a bit different because they have a bit more power and they can go a bit quicker. Most of the time they're meant to be restricted, but they're not. But our 50cc's safe. Now 125s, yes, because they have pretty much enough power to get you where you need to be. Most can't do 70 unless you get like the higher end ones like your CBR 125s and your YBRs and stuff like that. The rest of them, they can generally pretty happily tool along at about 50 though, so they're not too bad. But 50cc's, one, they're legally limited to 30, and two, they're physically limited to basically whatever the rider weighs. Because, I mean, I'm heavy, I'm a big guy, as I'm sure anybody who's met me will happily tell you, I'm sure. Oh, R8. And I ride a 919cc Honda Fireblade CBR. No, CBR 900RR, 1996 model. This thing has, I think it's 124 horsepowers. Yes, powers of horses. At the crank, and I think it translates to about 118 at the wheel. So, you know, just a bit over 100, basically. Now, this is plenty. There's Liz on her Phaser, 96 horsepower, I think. These both have enough power to take us quite happily well over 100 miles an hour. Not that we've ever tested it, but 50cc's, they're 30 mile an hour. I mean, that's your max. I'm doing over 30 now, and I am just sitting in traffic. And I wouldn't be anywhere near as close to this car. I'd still be halfway down that hill, trying to get up to speed. And you get impatient car drivers, and you know, and it's about as bad as, you know, L plates on a car. You know, effectively, yes, the person is driving fine and whatnot. But sorry, distracted by the roundabout. And it. No, they just don't seem like they're really safe enough for our roads, because not many people drive at 30. It's not done. I don't care how law-abiding you are. Majority of the roads nowadays, going between towns and things like that, are at least 40. You get the odd 50 and, you know, national speed limit on some. But I mean, this is either a 30 or a 40. Probably a 30, I don't really know. But I mean, I'm doing 35 right now. I mean, no, I'm not. I'm doing 30. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's just 30 is a ridiculously low speed limit, and that's all they can do. And they struggle to get to it, especially if you're a bigger guy. I mean, if you look back through some of my old videos, we used to ride around with quite a big guy who rode on a 125 scooter, which, I mean, Christ, that thing was bad enough. But 50cc's to me just do not seem safe. Oh, you know, I can understand them if you were literally using them like round London, say, you know, round really busy metropolitan areas where traffic really didn't move very quick. And in that case scenario, they'd be perfect, you know, good miles per gallon, nippy little things, you know, they're not slow off the line, but they're not quick like these things are. But you don't need to, because your next traffic light's only 50 yards in front of you, and there's traffic 40 of that. So, you know, in that scenario, they're fucking brilliant. You know, I'd have one, and I've been tempted to get one for commuting. Now, I like the Honda Ruckus, the kind of tubular sort of industrially looking thing. Only 50cc. I'd look an absolute pillock on it, but yeah, I like them. But I would only use that because my commute's tiny, and I'm just lazy. And I don't need a Fireblade to drive me the distance it is to my work. Or a car for that matter. I should walk, but anyway. 50cc's, they're just not powerful enough. And obviously now I know they're developed to be that weak, I suppose. Hello, Explorer. But I don't know. Does anybody who watches me, do you ride a 50cc? And if so, how do you find it in traffic? I mean, I've seen a lot of scooter riders, 50cc scooter riders to clarify, who sit really far to the left of the lane because they know they are just going to get overtaken, and that's not safe. If you know that you are just going to get constantly overtaken, then I can't really say that that's safe to be on the road. Again, the two-stroke's a little bit different because they tend to have a bit more power, and I think fairly certain most 50cc's are two-strokes, but you get some which are four-strokes nowadays, I believe. But even then, the two-stroke 50s are meant to be restricted to 30, so even then, you're still a bit stuffed. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. If you ride one, let me know if you ever have any difficulties with it. You know, people bullying you out of the way and stuff. And let me know what you think. Are they safe? Are they not? You know, is it really something we should be having on the roads? You know, let me know in the comments, and give us a like and all that bajazzle, not vajazzle. Anyway, I'll see you guys later, so bye bye.